I mean, with this huge burner and the 14-inch flat top, Blackstone's made it pretty much so you can cook anything at camp you want to except pizza and French fries or something, you know? What is going on? How y'all doing? Listen, if you watched my last video about the camp stove, you'll know that Blackstone is really trying to step their camping game up with this Adventure Ready series. The unit I reviewed is basically a 2-burner, but it's got one giant burner and a aluminum griddle. A lot of people were concerned with the Teflon coat aluminum griddle and that thing. It's not really a concern of mine, so that unit works great for me. And like I said in the intro, but you cook a lot of stuff on there, but it's just some things you can't make that you might, want like an oven or something for. Now, I carry a big 14-inch double burner Camp Chef and a big pizza oven, things like that, and I can make a lot of those things in there. But again, it's a huge 14-inch oven. The pizza oven itself is, pretty big. Things are heavy. It's going to be bulky. This unit right here, a 14-inch cube. Now, granted, 27 pounds. This thing's heavy. They did give you a huge handle to carry it around with to make up for that fact. It seems real sturdy, bolted in good, real thick. I mean, it's plastic, but we'll see the long run of that. When you first get the unit, there's going to be a little bit of assembly on this basket. This handle needs to be put on, and then pretty much you're set to go on it. They have set this up. It's got a digital timer on it, so they've set this up to where you get a nice regulator. Runs off of a 1-pound propane can. But for the digital display, they give you an adapter. 3-foot hose, a 3-foot cord. To set that up to. If you're not wanting to use that, underneath there is a battery pack, and it holds 8 AA batteries that will run this whole display. If you watch my Ryobi video, I don't really like carrying batteries. I switched over to those Ryobi products so I could use the interchangeable batteries. I run by fan, I run by light, the chainsaw, pump for the dirt bike, things like that off of those. So chances are I will be continuing to use just the adapter off my EcoFlow. Plugged into the EcoFlow, it took about 45 watts. I only ran it for like a half hour though, so you're looking at 20 watts an hour to knock out something in this unit. So let's take a peek at this. Let's talk about this basket first on the inside, and then we'll move on. Basket slides right out. Big old basket, 3.5 quart volume, huge. You can see my hand through in there. Everything's nice and big. Fit a lot of chicken nuggets, French fries, things like that, whatever your kids might need on the campgrounds. Inside a pan, easy clean pan. The unit itself inside of here is sealed, so there's not going to be any drips or anything like that, even if anything was to make it past this pan. The basket itself has these little detents on the bottom, and there are little bumps here on the edge of this grill to keep everything in there securely. I plan to probably only use the detent and those bumps for traveling. Cooking at camp, I'm just going to slide it in and leave it about yay, so it's kind of a pain in the butt snapping into those detents, but it'll come in handy when you're transporting it. So 9,000 BTUs. Once I got it fired up, low was about 315 degrees. Cranked it all the way up. We got about 490 yesterday. Burnt a couple of French fries in there. But so everything runs off of, once you plug it in, your digital display is going to fire up. And the digital display is going to have a timer on it. It's going to have whether your gas is running, things along those lines. Let's pull this out of the way so I can talk about this. For firing sequence, you turn everything on. One of the keys is there has to be a timer set and or running because it's got a chip inside of it, and if your timer goes out, it turns your gas off. And I didn't know that at first, so it took me a minute. So turn it on. There's going to be a little flame indicator down here at the bottom that's going to be red. It means your valve is closed. So you hit the little button, it turns the flame green, and then it's just a standard click to fire it up. Pro tip on this one is I moved it down to about medium. For some reason, just full blast high, it kept turning itself off. But medium or low, got it started hot, then I was able to turn it to high and everything worked out great. There's a little window right here that you can peek into that lets you know if the flame got lit. So then you put once your flame is lit, you put the basket back in. You won't be able to see that part anymore. But like I said, the little flame that's down here is red or green. If your valve shuts, it'll turn this little flame back to red. The instruction book says wait 5 minutes to try to start back up. I punched the button and fired it right back up. And everything seemed fine. Like I mentioned, it's 9,000 BTUs, gets plenty of hot. Cooked everything great, evenly, fans blowing, everything cooked real well, evenly. No hassles in it at all like that. All right, hey, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip over some footage of some food I made in it. You can see the golden brownness that it makes everything. Stay tuned after that, though. I'll talk about where I got it, how much it costs, things like that. Jack this one up already. I mean, all right, so let's check it out. Crispy fries out the lake. Very good. What do we got here? Let's try it out. Now, just available at Walmart. Probably online or in store. I don't have a link. Apparently it takes forever for Walmart to approve affiliate links, something like that, so I don't have one. They actually sell it at Blackstone online for $250. I picked this one up for $179 just at my local Walmart. They had them stacked up on an end cap. So, I mean, overall, it's things like this changing the game. You know, a lot of my videos prior to this, you see me talking about downsizing, and I just keep coming across products like this that are causing me to, you know, rethink what I want to carry. Now, is it downsized from the huge 14-inch and a pizza oven I talked about? Yeah, sure. So I guess I'm winning, you know. But go to your Walmart, check it out. Works really great so far. I'm going to put a video up here about the Blackstone Adventure Series griddle that I reviewed. I appreciate y'all.